velocity. Oh, we can see it coming down through the plume.
Booster coming in hot for booster catch.
We're going to ignite 13 of those Raptor engines, and this view is incredible right now. You can see how fast this vehicle is moving on the left-hand screen.
Landing burn has
13
been
engines.
ignited. We're now down to 3 Raptor engines. We can see those chopsticks now.
You just saw an amazing feat of physics, engineering, and math. Catching that rocket. I have an undergraduate degree in electrical engineering and a graduate degree in business. I have a lot of math and physics and engineering in my background. Yet, when I look at that, I'm astounded at how miraculous that is. And it's no fluke that Elon Musk was the first man in history to catch a rocket. It requires a lot of brain power. Unfortunately, in our country, that is lacking. Even Harvard is now teaching remedial math because the kids getting into school are so stupid. I call them Gen Zero. Donald Trump has just all but abolished the Department of Education. If you didn't know, Jimmy Carter created that department in 1979. Why? As a favor to the NEA, the National Education Association, for helping him get elected in 1976. At that time, American kids were number 1 in the world. Now, they're dead last. But as Trump has pointed out, the cost per pupil is the highest in the world in this country. Highest cost, worst results. That's called failure. And yet the Democrats are railing against this decision because they derive a lot of power from the Department of Indoctrination. Randy Weingarten is the head of the American Federation of Teachers, the AFT, which is a competing organization to the NEA. She is largely responsible for your kids staying home from school for 2 years after COVID or during COVID. And then, of course, she denies it. That's one of the reasons they're so ill-equipped to go out into the world and catch rockets, let alone solve basic math problems. She appeared recently on MSNBC to claim that she's spitting mad about this and it's unfair to kids because they can't vote. Yet she had no problem with mutilating kids. Did you, Randy?
Getting a kid who's going to college and their parents can't afford it, a Pell Grant. Getting kids the kind of career tech ed, which I think every kid should have. I think every kid should have sports. I think every kid should have experiential learning. Getting them the equipment to do that. I can go on and on. So what it does is it levels the playing field so all kids can have opportunity, and that is what they are cutting. And when they cut half the people, it's like evisceration by 1,000 cuts. Yeah. So you want to do this? Have the fight with us in Congress. Let's make sure we get the issues out there. I'm so mad. I'm spitting mad about this because it's hurting the people who can't vote. Children don't vote. Let's not take away their opportunities.
So if Randy's right and the Department of Education is so valuable, even though we know it isn't, then all the kids on spring vacation would be brilliant.
Should we eliminate the Department of Education?
No. I've never really had a problem with it.
Education is important.
Don't you feel that the Department of Education has been failing Americans?
No, I don't think so.
Who was the first president of the United States?
Was it Bush?
George Washington.
Who was the second president?
I don't know. Theodore Roosevelt. No, babe. That was like 150 years later.
All I know is George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, and Mr. Donald J. Trump.
Name the 3 branches of government.
Oh my gosh. Judicial.
Hold on.
The president. We have Congress. And Kylie, what's the third?
Legislative, executive. I don't know the third one.
Do you want to put our heads together?
Yeah.
What do you got? How many Supreme Court justices do we have?
2.
11.
11.
21.
50. 46.
8? No. 9?
Is it 11? No. Name some of the justices.
Genuinely, I don't know.
Judge
Mint.
Kamala Harris.
Amy.
Schumer.
Justice Brett.
Favre.
Bear. Brett Bear.
Not sure how to take that.
Who is the Speaker of the House?
Speaker of the House.
I don't know. Brain ain't thinking. I'm on the beach.
Anyone home?
No.
I think you're thinking of someone and you don't want to tell us.
I love her. She's great. She's very young. She's like the youngest
younger.
Speaker of the House, right?
I think you're talking about Caroline Leavitt.
Yes.
His last name is Johnson.
Magic Johnson.
What is the name of the Secretary of State?
This state? Any state.
Joe Biden.
Ron DeSantis.
Marco Rubio.
Marco.
Polo.
What is 16 times 3?
Wait, you're putting on the spot. That'd be 48.
48. 16 times 3? 70?
Spell Mississippi.
Mississippi.
Mississippi. Mississippi.
What is the capital of the United States?
You know what?
The capital of the United States? Madison.
What year did America gain its independence?
Oh, come on. It's not 1942, because that would be Christopher Columbus.
Who did America gain its independence from?
Christopher Columbus.
What major document was signed at the Constitutional Convention?
Declaration of Independence?
In what city did American colonists throw tea into the harbor to protest?
What city?
Mm-hmm.
It's England, right?
Where was the Vietnam War fought?
John. Please.
I'm in history class.
What happened during World War II? Big, terrible event.
The Boston Tea Party.
Name 4 of America's founding fathers.
Oh, George Washington.
Uh-huh.
Thomas Edison.
What president freed the slaves?
John.
You have to answer this one.
Oh my God.
Success is based on results. You just saw the results. They're abysmal. They're atrocious. They are embarrassing. 16 times 3? Can't do that? Can't spell Mississippi? You don't know how many justices are on the Supreme Court? You don't know that the Boston Tea Party occurred in Boston? You don't know anything. What the hell are all those tuition dollars achieving? When Harvard has to offer remedial math, Harvard. Now you know why you see all the kids rioting on campuses. And I've said this before. When you have an empty head, you're easy to radicalize. So Donald Trump did the right thing. He closed this abysmal Department of Indoctrination and returned education back to the states and to the people. We need to make America smart again. That's the whole purpose of why I'm here today. If we're not smart again, we can't be winners. Just make sure your kid is a winner and not a loser. This is Marc Rudov at markrudov.com. Until next time.